I would start with the definition of mindfulness, which is paying attention in the present moment with a non-judgmental, kind, curious, accepting attitude. I would also distinguish that way of being. It doesn't take extra time to pay attention, to be mindful, but it's also a practice that we do of mindfulness meditation to cultivate that capacity. And why do we need to cultivate the capacity? Because if you look at where your mind is, and I often ask people this question, how often do you think you're paying attention to what you're actually doing? People will usually laugh and say, well, probably not very often. And that's because our minds tend to either be in the past, right? Where we're thinking about, oh, I coulda, shoulda, woulda done this. Or if it's someone dealing with illness, well, why me? If only I'd done this, or if only that. Or maybe they're feeling angry or self-blame or having regret. And that leads to these feelings of sadness. And you can't change the past. So when you're spending a lot of time thinking about it, it just really digs you into that hole of depression. Or many of us, our minds are racing off to the future, right? For people with cancer, they're worrying about, what's going to happen? What if this? How am I going to get through it? And even just everyday people, I've got so much to do, and just feeling stressed and really anxious. And so our mind's there, but it's rarely in the present moment. And it turns out that if we can learn to be paying attention with acceptance to everything that's happening in the present moment, people actually report feeling a lot happier.